touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Washington 14, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, with him Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle back in Tel Aviv.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, it's Drake, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll run on first down. Love. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 38. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Byron Murphy.
8 yards there. First down, Washington.
8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
On first down, it's Love. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Edmonds, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's
Third down. Here's Haskins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
complete.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run on first down. Love, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He was brought down by...
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
A gain of 7. But it's
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Murray to give. This is Drake. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Haskins. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete
from 10 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 44, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Haskins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. first down. It's Love, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Cardinals 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Murray now on first down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. In trouble. It's loose. The ball bouncing around. And it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Get off the field.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it into the end zone, but a flag down here, and I think they're going to get another shot at this. So that one will be accepted. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be fielded inside the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The 6-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
56, Cardinals 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
The line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Kevin Pierre-Louis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
This Washington 65, Cardinals 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again. Murray. That's caught by Hollister. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Hollister.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. All right, here we go. Let's go, D.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only did they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. This one taken just inside the 10. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 79, Cardinals 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be. This one is over.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Chandler Jones.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 14. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started.
2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, Love. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And this is caught at the 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
And goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They run the counter. It's Love. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Arizona,